Today I'm taking a look at 3 as seen on TV personal cooling devices to see how they work. I'm going to test them out and rank them at the end. Let's get started with the Arctic Air Grip Go. Now, I've done a lot of Arctic products over the years. I did the Arctic Air, the Arctic Air Ultra, the Arctic Air Pure Chill, the Arctic Hat, and the Arctic Air Freedom. Now, all of those except for the Arctic Air Freedom use evaporative cooling to cool you off, which is great in a dry desert, not so much in a humid area. Fortunately, I'm in a dry desert, so I can test these out. But first, let me flash back to the unboxing and see how that went. All right, this is the Arctic Air Grip Go. Now, I paid $29.98 for this at Walmart. They value our feedback. Instructions, very important. A USB-C cable. All right, the claims on this are that it's a hands-free portable air cooler, cordless and rechargeable. They have hydro chill technology. They have 3 speeds, low, medium, and high, 360-degree swiveling head. LED 6-color changing light, lasts up to 5 hours per charge, can be mounted almost anywhere with a built-in clip or stand. Back here, it looks like the battery is 2,500 milliamp hours. If I'm not mistaken, there was a Grip Go as seen on TV phone holder about 10 years ago. Not related to this, but I digress. So to operate it, all you do is push this button on the front. It starts off on high, medium, low, and then off. While it's running, you can control the lights with this button here. It cycles through different lights, they look nice. What's kind of funny is they show this mainly in the advertising being used in the daytime outdoors where that light really wouldn't be that effective. On the back here, you have a port for charging it up, and then this looks like a battery compartment, but it's actually where the water goes in here. So let me fill this up. They don't really say how much goes in there, they just say fill it up. Closes up. Now they say it's gonna take about 1 minute for the cooling action to take effect, I guess, while the water wicks up. So let me turn this on and wait a minute and see what happens. Oh, we already have mist. We already have mist. It was very quick. So from the fan itself, it looks like it's in the 70s. If you go down to where the mist is coming out at, it's about 10 degrees. It looks like it's about 10 degrees cooler. So it's something, 10 degrees cooler. Let me just hold it up here. I mean, it feels like a cool fan. It doesn't feel ice cold like an air conditioner, but it is misting. There is mist. I'm about a foot away on high. I'm gonna keep moving back here. It's got a pretty good range on it. Let me turn it down a little bit. Let me hit it down to low. See if I can get that to move on low from back here. All right, I can move it from about 6 feet away. Not quite as strong, but it is moving. The mist looks like it goes about this far and then it just dissipates. I don't really, beyond there, it doesn't really feel too much colder. Up close, it does feel pretty cool. Not ice cold, but cool. Now they have this big clip here, which you can supposedly attach to a table, and it's, move this tablecloth out of the way, let's see. It's honestly not that firm. It's kind of flopping around a little bit. So if I go to adjust it this way, when I turn left and right, it's actually moving off of the table. All right, so you're gonna have to use 2 hands to adjust it, but let's adjust it anyways, get the right angle here. It feels pretty nice, I think. One thing I'm kind of noticing is that this stream of mist is stronger than this one. This one seems like it's blowing further out than this one is. So they're not exactly the same, not symmetrical. All right, let's move on to the next item. Then I'm gonna take all 3 of these outside and test them out there. Next up, let's try the Go Fan Flip. Now all this really is just a little fan that flips out, so to speak. You've got a button here with 3 speeds, and you can charge your phone with this. It has a 1,500 milliamp hour battery, and it includes a strap. Let's first flash back to the unboxing and see how that went. We've got a strap. We've got a micro USB cable, and here is the unit itself. Now I paid $12.98 for this at a Walmart. The claims are that it's a powerful fan that fits in your hand, just flip open for a cool burst of air, has multiple speeds, cordless operation, and safe, soft blades. Can also be placed on its base for a stationary fan. Get 10 hours of use per charge, can also be used as a portable charger. Now I did not see this on Amazon, so I have no pros and cons from there to report. Starts off on low, medium, high, and off. All right, about a foot away on high. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna move back. I can barely move it from high from back here. It is moving, but it's pretty slow. Can we do low? Let's see. I'm not getting anything on low. Nothing. Range is pretty weak on this one from far away. But on the other hand, you're not supposed to use it far away. You're supposed to pretty much be holding it point blank to your face. And at point blank, it's not bad. They say the blades are safe. Let's try the knuckle test. And not too bad. Oh, and it turns off. That's a kind of nice feature. Let me try it on high. The knuckle test on high. Ow, well, that did hurt a little bit, but not too bad. So this is one of those fans, there's a lot of fans out there like this. It's just a personal fan you're gonna hold point blank to your face. There's not a lot of features to it. All right, next up, let's try the charging feature and see if that actually works. So back here, I do like how these blades kind of fold into place. You make it very compact. I do like that. But let's plug into this now. Plugged into one side. The other side goes into the phone. Let's see, are we charging? So it's gonna charge up. Now it's only a 1500 milliamp hour battery, I believe. So it's gonna give you maybe on a good day, 20 to 30% charge. Depends on your phone and the age of your battery. But in a pinch, that could work pretty well. So it's I kind of like that being just an extra thrown in there. Otherwise, it's just kind of a standard fan. Of course, on the other hand, maybe that gives them a reason to charge more for it. Now, one nice feature about this fan is that you can fold it out all the way back around, stand on the desk, and it can be used as a stand. On the other hand, it doesn't go back any further than this. It's almost parallel with the floor, so you can't really tilt it backward at yourself. So if you're sitting at a desk, that's not blowing at my face, it's blowing at my chest. I want it at my face, it's gonna have to be like that, and I really can't do it. You can't set it on the other side either, it's gonna fall over, so I don't know. I'm not sure the stand is very useful. Yeah. And finally, this is not a new product. This is actually the Go Fan. I tried out the second version of that, the Go Fan Cool Mist, a couple years ago. I was not a fan of that fan, but because the mist function didn't really work. This is the original, still sold in stores and cheaper than the later version. Let's first go back to the unboxing and see how that went. Now, this is not a new item, but I did pay $12.98 for this at Walmart. Well, the packaging is so sharp, I actually broke some skin on it. Wow, that's just from the packaging. We have a micro USB cable and some pretty minimal instructions. I guess for a fan, you don't need to be too elaborate, and they aren't. The claims, they say it has the power of a full-size fan, great for home, office, outdoors, uses a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. They call it a portable cordless powerhouse. 360-degree smart spin technology can blow air in any direction. Runs 6 hours per charge, multiple speeds. Has a clip here. They can also be used as a stand. Now, reviews on Amazon are kind of mixed for this one. Most people seem to like it, saying it's convenient and versatile, while some people said it was kind of cheaply made and the fan wasn't very powerful. Now, as far as the Go Fan Cool Mist goes, I didn't like it because the mist part didn't work and they charged more for it. So at that point, I was thinking, might as well just get the regular Go Fan and call it good. But as you can see, there are some differences. It's a little bit different. That blue outline is larger. The clips are a little bit different. Even though I thought it was overpriced and didn't use the mist function, I did use this quite a bit. In fact, I alternated between the My Foldaway fan and the Go Fan Cool Mist quite a bit over the last couple of years. This one I like because it would clip onto the side of my desk. It stayed firm, it was easy to adjust, so I did like it. I'm hoping the regular Go Fan is just as easy, so let's try it out. See, attaching it to the side of the desk. Okay, it does attach nicely. And can I use one hand to adjust it? Which I couldn't do with this one. And I would say the answer is yes, it does adjust with just one hand. I like that. You can pretty much go 360. You can go any direction that way, any direction this way. So it is a true 360 fan, just like this was, which is one reason I liked it. Let's try the fan itself. All right, so it feels nice. It feels like a regular fan. It feels a lot like this one. Let me put these on opposite sides and see which one's stronger. I'm gonna stand right between them. They feel exactly the same. They feel the same. All right, we're on high. Let's see, 1 foot away. What we got? Looking pretty strong. I can still move it from back here. I'm not sure how strong that is. Let's try it low. All right, I'm on low. Let me see if I can get it from back here. I guess almost. Almost. But we can barely make it move from low. From low, it's not. We're looking too good from back here. It's a struggle. On high, it's got a good range. Low, got to be up close. So my first impression is that the fan portion reminds me of the Cool Mist version that I tried a couple years ago. But let's try it in a couple more locations and see how it works. All right, so testing these indoors is one thing, but all these 3 products in their advertising shows them being used outdoors. So let's start off something, it's kind of a softball throw at them. I'm outdoors, but I'm kind of protected by the house here. Because it's a little bit breezy outside, but I'll head out there in the direct sun in a little bit. Let's see if I can clip the Arctic Air Grip Go onto this. Let's see here. It doesn't fit. Oh well, that's it, I'm done. Not just kidding. Luckily it does have a stand, we can try it out, but let me put it on here. First impression right now, the breeze is blowing this way. I'm not feeling anything. You can see that the mist is blowing away from me. Okay, I got it for a little bit, but as the breeze is blowing around out here, sometimes I feel it, sometimes I don't. The mist is kind of moving around different directions. So if you're sitting outside and there's any breeze at all, it might blow the fan right away from you. Like at this moment, I don't feel it at all because I can see the mist is actually helping me see where the air is going. Now it's pointing at me, I can feel it. Now it's pointing up again. So any breeze at all, it might lessen the effect. As I sit really close to it, it feels nice. But do I have to be this close? Back here, I don't really feel it too much. Maybe a little bit, not a lot. Time for the Go fan. Let's see if that'll clip on here. Nah, that's too thick too. Oh well. Luckily this one has a stand as well. I feel a little bit, not a lot. Depends on which way the breeze is blowing around here. Once again, even though they show it being used outdoors, to me, this is more of an indoor fan. Now this one, let's try the stand here. Ow. I've got it on high. It's not even blowing at my face, it's blowing this way, so I can't even angle it at my face. Let's see here. If you hold it like 4 inches from your face, it feels great. Maybe it might mean less than 4 inches. It's pretty close. I have to be fair to this one. This one you would not hold out here anyways. This one you're gonna basically hold point blank, and at point blank I still feel it. Now let's try these out in the sun and see what happens there. Look at that dog. Look at that dog right there. Bailey, what are you doing? First up on this chair here, can the Go fan clip onto that? Oh, it clips on there pretty well. It's not going anywhere. What do you think, Bailey? How about on the table? It doesn't feel, I mean, it's on there, but I feel like it's gonna slide off. See if the Arctic Air can clip on this table here. Oh yeah, that's solid. In fact, it's so solid I can even just use one hand on it. How about on the chair? Oh, on the chair, not so great. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of holding on to it. It's just at an angle. So fortunately, the wind died down a little bit at the moment, so I can test these out outdoors. Let's try one out before the wind picks up again. First up, Arctic Air Grip Go. Stick it on the side here. And let me see if I can angle it at me, which I can. I see the mist, and the mist is kind of reaching me. Earlier when I was next to the house in the patio, it was kind of a breeze and I didn't feel it. Here, I feel it. And it feels pretty cool. It feels cooler than just a regular fan would, so I think it kind of redeemed itself in this outdoor test here. And now the wind's picking up again, and I don't feel it anymore. All right, let me try it over here on the side of this chair. Turn it towards myself. Now right there, I feel it. I feel it nice. It feels really nice right there. If I was sitting outside and had that on my chair, I would be comfortable. I do like that. I think that the closer you are, the more effective it is. That makes sense. The mist feature really needs proximity to be effective. And anytime the breeze picks up, it's gone. But you know what? Next to you, right next to you, it's pretty good. My Go fan doesn't fit very well on this table. I've got to put it on high. You know, I don't feel it as much as the Arctic Air Grip Go. Partially because it's not being cooled, so the air is just outdoor temperature. It's just air movement. And also because the fan is just pretty small. It has a narrower cone of projection. There's a bee flying around me. So it's pretty good, but to me, this might be more of an indoor fan. Let me try it next to me on this chair here. On the chair, it feels nice. This feels better. I can definitely tell you outdoors, this is by far the way to go over this one. Now let's try the Go fan flip. It's not bad. It feels good. If it was stagnant air and in the dead of summer, I probably wouldn't be sitting out in direct sunlight though, but either way, you can hold it right up to your face and it feels pretty nice. So not a bad portable fan. There's others like this though. If it didn't have the charging feature, there would be nothing unique about it. All right, so when I tried it outside with a slight breeze, I did think the Arctic Air Grip Go kind of worked best in that situation, but how about in a nice, hot, stuffy car? There's no airflow here whatsoever. Let's see how these hold up. Now, I don't think you'd probably be using these in the car. Maybe you would. But let me just try it in this scenario where it's hot, stuffy, no airflow, and see how they work. First up, Arctic Air Grip Go. The mist is blowing right at me, and I can feel that there's a slight moisture to it. It feels pretty good. I guess if you're taking a lunch break, you could stick it right on your steering wheel. Probably wouldn't be good to drive like that. Something else I should point out about the Arctic Air Grip Go is it hasn't leaked. I mean, I put the water in this side and it has not leaked, so that's good at least. But on to the Go fan now. It feels pretty good, but see, when you compare it to the Arctic Air Grip Go that has that mist, it's not quite as good. It's just like a normal fan. Again, this clip does not hold as well. But let's not forget the Go fan flip now and see what we got. Again, once again, I've stepped down even further. The Arctic Air Grip Go with the mist was good. The Go fan without the mist was not bad. This kind of weak fan here is not quite as good. If I hadn't just used the other two, I'd probably like this one, but compared to those, it's definitely much weaker. It's a bit different category than the other two, and it requires you to use it pretty much right next to your face. So that's it for my test today. I'm gonna go home, do the battery tests on all these, and then I'll report that tomorrow and wrap this thing up. All right, these fans are all completely dead now. Now what I want to do is plug these in and see if they'll run while being plugged in, because some fans do it and some don't. They're not real clear on any of these instructions, so let's find out. First up, Go fan flip. Plug it in, turn it on. Will it run? I can't stand on a stand while it's charging, but it is still running. Let's see. Next up, the Grip Go. This just broke off the back. Oh man, that's disappointing. All right, let's plug it in and turn it on. Oh, it's not, you can't do it. You cannot, if it's dead, you cannot do it. Very disappointing. All right, the Go fan, let's see. Plug it in, turn it on. All right, so it looks like both of the Go fans will still work even if the battery's dead as long as they're plugged in. But very disappointingly, the Arctic Air will not do it. It's plugged in and it's charging. I'm thinking that the Grip Go got just a tiny bit of a charge and is still working on that. I fully expect this one to die soon based on what I saw before. Oh, it just went off. It just went off. I got about 5 minutes to charge when I plugged it in for a short period of time, but you cannot run this if the battery is dead while it's charging. The other two, both on high, still going strong. Very disappointing. In the beginning of the video, I forgot to mention one more Arctic Air product that I tried out. It probably would have fit well in this video, and that is the Arctic Air Pocket Chill. It's kind of in between the Go Fan Flip because it's portable and the Arctic Air Grip Go because it's got 2 jets. I'll link that video below if you want to check it out. Now I did one more quick battery test. Last night I charged them all up. This morning at 6 a.m. I put them all on high. At 1 hour and 45 minutes, the Arctic Air Grip Go stopped working. At exactly the 2 hour mark, the Go Fan stopped working. And I'm at 8 hours later and the Go Fan Flip is still going. Now I know it's supposed to last 10 hours. I thought that was on low. It's been 8 hours on high. So I'm kind of impressed by the battery life on this one. Let's rank all 3 of these and wrap this thing up. Number 3, very unfortunately, I'm kind of reluctant, but it's gotta be the Arctic Air Grip Go. I really liked this one, but the fact that the battery dies and then you can't run it while it's charging, that's kind of a deal breaker for me. If it weren't for that, this would be number 1 by a mile. But as is, it's got to go at the bottom. Number 2 is going to be the Go Fan Flip. I like how it can fold up and fit into a purse or a pocket. The battery life is excellent and the safety blades work pretty well too. I also like the fact that they added the feature of doubling as a charger. So that means number 1 is going to be the Go Fan. Now it's kind of by default because if this didn't have that major flaw, I'd pick this one. But as is, this is my choice. It's pretty versatile, pretty good battery life, and I like the fact that you can use it while it's charging. Unlike this one. So I like this one. I think I'm going to keep using it. But that's all I've got. If you've used any of these products, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.